WWE Survivor Series, ladies and gentlemen, what was that? First of all, you can find me on Twitter at TooSweetPod, at Corey B Elite. If you're a big wrestling fan, leave a like on this video. But man, WWE Survivor Series, what did you really care about? This is a Survivor Series rant. Think about it, man. What did you actually care about last night? We saw it going into the pay-per-view. Becky, Charlotte, Big E, Roman, and the possibility that The Rock could show up. That's what we cared about. Like, look, man, at the end of the day, there were some decent matches, like Usos versus RK Bro. Decent match, good match, but where's the story? The men's and the women's Survivor Series match, where's the story? In the women's match, the way it was booked, my God. The pay-per-view fell off a cliff when we're talking about Survivor Series after Becky and Charlotte. Becky and Charlotte, great match, but with a great story that drew you in. Like, they did an awesome job to make you think that it was real. Before the match and during the match and after the match. Great job to those women. Big E, Roman Reigns, a great match, a great story. But Survivor Series, like, this was a pay-per-view of my youth that I used to be excited about. Not anymore. Even WWE doesn't care about Survivor Series anymore. They don't care to put stories behind the matches. Nevertheless, there's another thing that I have to jump on The Rock. Now, we had a lot of teasers. Survivor Series, 25 years of The Rock, and WWE, the Golden Egg. There were a lot of teasers, but here's the thing. I got wrestling Twitter. It is your fault. Why do I say it's your fault? You jumped to conclusions that The Rock would be there. Like, WWE never advertised The Rock. Just jumped to conclusions. Oh, The Rock is gonna show up. And when The Rock didn't show up, people were pissed. And I mean, who do you really have to blame for that? WWE never advertised it, so hey, that's our fault for jumping to conclusions. That's just my take. Maybe The Rock shows up at some point in time, but I never pinned my hopes that The Rock would 100% show up at Survivor Series. But nevertheless, man, the first match, the last match, great, but who even cares about the Survivor Series? Who even cares about what WWE is doing nowadays when it comes to these pay-per-views? Because especially the Survivor Series, they do not care whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on Twitter at TooSweetPod, at CoreyBB. Let me know what you thought of the Survivor Series.